As with all things in our universe, first aid is no different. It is always evolving. There are new things that are coming into existence in treatments in first aid, and occasionally we have something that may have been used in the past and may have dropped out of usage or may have been discarded for one reason or another, which is now coming back. And we're going to look at that throughout this course, throughout this short course and lecture about evolving techniques. We're going to talk with you about the definition of these techniques. Now remember, these are techniques that are being examined and evaluated for use as first aid, and in many cases they're being used, but they're being used on an experimental basis for evaluation. But the results are very promising, and the techniques are not destructive or harmful and can be applied today. But remember, they are evolving techniques. They are not approved techniques, which means, we'll talk with you about that a little later on. Now we're going to talk about also sprain treatment, pressure points to control bleeding. These are new techniques that have been, particularly in terms of pressure points, where they have been around for a while, but they haven't been available to lay responders, but now they're making them available. And pressure point and sprain is part of the new sports technique about how to minimize injuries for sprains. Now, all the material that we're going to cover in this class is designed to bring you up to date with the latest developments in first aid. That'll be in accordance with what is 2010, and hopefully it'll be in accordance with what we see for 2015. So this is all new material to talk about evolving techniques in first aid. You want to remember that with everything that we're going to be covering here, none of this is a replacement for what we have learned in the first aid class. If you've taken the first aid class, if not, I suggest you go back and take it. But these are things which are augmented or additions to or expansions on. But as with every class, what we want to do first is introduce the instructor. Hello, that's my smiling countenance there. My name is Arthur Jackson. I am an electrical engineer, having a bachelor's of science in electrical engineering. I worked in a number of projects, specialty projects, from design of control centers and complex control applications on and offshore. I am also an attorney who has practiced cases in law representing plaintiffs across the country, from the East Coast to the West Coast, from the Gulf Coast to the Canadian border. I have also been a college chair. I chaired schools in colleges in criminal justice as well as electronics technology. And I have been a college dean, a campus dean for at least for a while before my retirement, and taught a number of courses at the undergraduate and graduate level all the way up to the PhD level. I am also currently the CEO of Arthur Jackson CTC. That is a company that I created a few years ago to teach health and safety training to companies and individuals throughout the United States. I currently have contracts not only with Udemy University, where we have a number of classes and over 12,000 students who have gone through those classes, but I also provide training in Washington State for Washington State employees throughout the state of Washington, as well as for a number of other companies. So I'm going to be your instructor for this course, and we hope that you will enjoy this course and that you will find the information in the course useful and beneficial to you. Now, without further ado, we're going to move forward with the course.